Hey guys, what's going on? Darrell Addison at Torpedopot.com, and I'm about to make me a nice big pan of sauce. These are self-growing planters. They grow your food with no human intervention. All you do is I drop my seeds in, and they've been growing now since I dropped my seeds in. And some planters, you have as many as 70 pepper plants in these planters. We have Hungarian, we have jalapeno, we have habanero peppers, and they're all growing perfectly. We expect to achieve, I guess, about maybe about 1,000 peppers this year. If we just do 100 alone in each planter, they're starting to grow, and I want to get ahead. Like I said, I want to make me a nice sauce this morning, so I want to pick as many as I can, even if they're, I would say about this big. I don't mind it because I need to throw them into my sauce, and it promotes the new growth. So let's do it together, okay? I want to start here. Is that okay? Let me see if you can see this planter right here. Can you see this? I don't know if you can, but let me turn this around a little bit so you can actually see it. Okay, there you go. So let's start here with this baby right here. And remember now, this is just the beginning of their growth. So this is the second time I picked off these planters. First time was yesterday. I picked about eight peppers off. This time, I'm going to pick a little bit more. Ah. For those who don't know, these are self-growing planters. They grow your food with no human intervention at all. And as you can see, the peppers that they grow are perfect. No blemishes, nothing's wrong with these peppers at all. They're 100% growing organically. So you don't have any problems with that at all. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you already picked 8 off of this one. So if we're going to do 100 out of that planter, we only got about 92 more to go. This is not a problem. Now these are the Hungarian peppers. Now I want to make this a nice spicy sauce, and I want to put a lot of my vegetables inside. So what I do is that I'll base my sauce with some squash. I'll base it with some eggplants, mush those up, crush them down to make a good broth for me. I got tomatoes. I throw tomatoes inside of there, and I'll spice it up really, really heavily with a lot of peppers, the Hungarian, the jalapeno, the habanero peppers. And I like it because what I'm making is a nice, delicious broth. I got some garlic. Also, I'm going to throw some garlic, grow some garlic in there, chives, and we'll take it from all of these plants that I mentioned are being grown from a torpedo pot. So far we've grown over, 91 eggplants. We've grown over, in each of the planters, I would say close to each of the 5 planters, close to about 1,000 tomatoes from the planters themselves. The potential growth is 70 tomatoes. And so these peppers, I expect to do about 1,000 from these at minimum. So I'm going to go back, and these self-growing planters, again, they grow your food with no human intervention. I'm going to go back now. Let's cut some of the cayenne and see what it looks like. Now, for a lot of you, it's hot right now. You're not outside, and I don't blame you. See how hot I am? Just imagine if you had to water the garden without having a self-growing plant that grows your food for you. You got to water, you got to hose, you got to weed, you got to turn things over. That is the old form of gardening that you need to really get away from. And while I do love the ground, I'm very thankful for the ground. The fact of the matter is that we poison so much stuff in the environment around us. And so putting them in a growing container is probably the best thing that we could do for ourselves. So I'm going to take some of these off too. And there's so many. The cayenne peppers, they grow so fast. And they're so prolific. I mean, they grow so much. Now these, again, not fully ripe, because they turn color. But remember, I'm not waiting. When you're growing your plants in your self-growing planter, you're not growing to get ripe vegetables all the time, right? The concept of growing is for nutrition. And so if you can, this pepper can provide nutrition throughout its full life cycle, well then take advantage of it. Don't wait till the end of the season, so I'm gonna wait. Yes, you can wait till the end of the season where the caspian is built up and it's very strong, but you know what? When it comes to nutrition, I wanna eat them all the time. One good thing about the pepper plant, while you're growing in a torpedo pot, the self-growing planter, the leaves are edible. The peppers are edible. So much of the plant is edible, and you probably didn't know that. So really, I'm just trying to go for the biggest ones right now. Boy, they look great. Look at this one. That bad boy looks good, doesn't it? Oh, she's nice and big. Self-growing planters grow your food without any human involvement in it. And it does a fantastic job if you give it an opportunity. So, there are bees in some places, and I see that they're, wow, this is beautiful. So I'm going to, oh, I got a leaf there. I'm going to turn my planter around to the back. Most of the sunlight is in the front, and it's good to turn your planters around every once in a while. But again, I'm not worried about how many I take off this planter because there's so much more to grow. And the more I take off, the more that it will grow. So I've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the cayenne. I think I got enough to make myself a delicious meal already. Not worried about it. But I want to take some more of these peppers off because if I don't, they'll grow and they'll grow out of control. And I want to maintain control in my planter. Wow, look at this big one back there. Oh my goodness. See one big one back there that I've been trying to get my hands on. There you go. Wow, look at that one. That's nice and fat. That looks really good. I like that. Man, look at that. Self-growing planters, and they will grow your food for you. I really like that. Let's see if we can get a nice picture for you guys over here for this. Man, forgive me. I'm trying to work this through. Remember, the objective is to get them and pick them, okay? Do not think that you have to wait for the end of the season. Don't try to wait until they grow really big. Get your nutrition while you are in the game. Don't wait. The self-growing planter's job is to grow your food for you. It should grow it in abundance. So don't try to go skimpy. Eat them. Enjoy yourself. That's what this is all about. Having accessible food growing from your self-growing planter 24 hours a day. This planter will provide food for you 365 days a year. You have to learn how to use it. It's a growing tool. I love it. Ah, there's so much that's growing out here. And it's so good because I don't have to turn the ground over. I don't have to do anything. All I have to do is set my planter, forget it, and then pick the delicious fruit off of it for the rest of my life. I don't have to do anything else. This is going to make a really fantastic meal. Within 24 hours, these planters have taken off. I've already, like I said, I picked them yesterday, but man, they won't stop growing. They're constantly growing and providing food. Look how much is growing already. Can you believe that? Look at all that. Man, that's amazing. I love it. I love it. And not one blemish. I want you to see how perfect they are. These are perfect peppers. Not one thing is wrong with them. They're in great shape. Beautiful, beautiful peppers. Excellent shape. Now, I want to get some jalapenos. Jalapenos are pretty good. I like eating them. Let me pull them off and see if you guys can see them from here. Okay. Ooh, man, I see some mid-sized ones here. I don't see them totally developed, but the mid-sized ones look great. So I'm going to take a couple of these off. Like I said, I want you to go. I want you to learn to pick your peppers because you're going to have so much more growing off your plant. There's so much here that I just want to get the big ones. Just take them off. Now I want you to appreciate how beautiful that is, how perfect those peppers are. Look how beautiful that is. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. They are so gorgeous. That's what's going in your mouth. Natural, holistic food beyond organic. We call it biotic. It's a growing process that I've established for growing your food that you've probably never seen before. And it is beautiful. Perfect food all the time. All right, I just wanted to run this by you. So I've got to go in right now because I've got so much at this point that I've got to go in and cut them down and put them in with my sauce and get something delicious to eat. Down Radisson, Torpedopot.com. Like I said, you don't see any blemishes at all. Growing organically, no blemishes. Growing in huge volume. You never have to water. You never have to weed. Torpedopot grows your food for you with no human intervention. You put your plants in. We did supplement with a 3-12-12 solution. All the nitrogen is already there. The phosphorus is part of the bacterial process that takes place in the soil. We hit it with a potassium supplement that we like to do, and it does a great job. Down Radisson, Torpedopot.com. Don't be fooled by anything else. Anybody who tells you you have to spend a lot of money to grow your food, that's not correct. Anybody who tells you all this bad advice because they don't understand the chemistry behind the food, it's incorrect. Learn how to develop your garden and get the best out of it. Down Radisson, Torpedopot.com. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.